The Escoda Último Evolution travel brush was on my radar for a while. I'm a big fan of Escoda brushes, and I really wanted to see if this brush will be a good addition to my travel outdoor planner painting set. When you receive the Ultimo travel brush, you can immediately see that this is a premium part of Escoda offer. Usually Escoda travel brushes, they come in a little plastic sleeve, but this one, the Ultima Evolution, it comes in a little cardboard box. The finishing of this box indicates what price range you are in. When you open the box, you can see that there's a centering insert to secure it during the transportation. The finishing of the metal already differentiated from different Escoda travel brushes. Usually they are shiny. This one is matte. And the other thing which is different is the ferrule. The ferrule is with holes which are supposed to help to evacuate and bring in the water into the bristles. Overall, this really feels in the hand like a premium product. The bristles are actually quite big. And here you have a comparison with one full pan and half pan. The bristles are synthetic squirrel, so they are supposed to take a lot of water. And as you can see, picking up paint from half pan would be a little bit problematic because of the size of the brush. So I'm not sure how it will work when painting on the location. But let's see how this brush works in action. After removing protective jelly from the bristles, which I have to admit took me a while, I picked up a bit of cerulean blue paint. Let's put that nicely into the bristles because I want to check how much of the paint it actually can take and how it will be distributing it. Let's start with just straight line. So immediately you can see that there's a lot of water into the bristles, and the lines which we can paint are actually quite long. Naturally, the initial line is thicker and more saturated, but overall I'm quite impressed how much of the paint actually was in. The Escoda brushes, I like them because they have very fine point and they keep it no matter what. So here I wanted to see how fine point I can have out of this huge Ultimo brush. And I have to admit that the line is fairly thin, comparing, of course, naturally the size. And here I wanted to make a little comparison with other bigger brushes I have. So we have Escoda Prado in size 10, Golden Pearl from Roman Szmal in size 12, Renaissance 741001R in size 12, Double X Large from Roman Szmal, and number 14 from Colibri. Some of them have very fine points, some of them I use as a mop brush, but overall they all seem quite similar. And here I decided to check how the paint is actually released from the brush, because fact that brush holds a lot of water doesn't mean that it will be convenient for painting, because if all the water is getting released at the same time, well, then you are ending with one big blob on the paper, and this is not something anyone appreciates. So here it was less about how much it takes, but more how it is get released. And I tried to paint a same pattern with different brushes, which I showed you at the previous shot. And immediately you can see that amount of paint which is getting released, for example, from Roman Szmal quill brush is bigger than from Escoda Ultimo Evolution. Here, I naturally know that there is some difference in the amount of water comparing to the size of the brush because they are not the same size, they are just similar. Nevertheless, it's a good indication depending on what effect you want to achieve. So the next in test is going the Renaissance brush. And again, thin line, spreading the bristles, thin line, and then again, kind of leafy pattern. And here again, we see that the release of the paint is not very even. And here, Golden Pearl from Roman Szmal. And another Escoda brush I have, this is Escoda Prado Travel in size 10. And to be honest, Escoda Prado are my favorite brushes. So I have them in travel version and the regular version. Sometimes I buy them in travel version because they're quite pricey. So since I'm going to buy one brush, it better be something I can use also on urban sketching and plein air painting. Actually, Escoda Prado I love the most because of their point and how they are able to keep the point. And here we have the Colibri. Actually, Colibri I use mostly as a mop brush. It doesn't hold very thin point. Nevertheless, here you can see that the distribution of water or of the paint is much bigger at the beginning. Maybe that's why intuitively I was using that as a mop brush. And if we take a look from an angle, we can see that some of the brushes released a lot of water at the very beginning. It took a minute or so before I ended the last one. So even after that time, the second brush, the test of the second brush still holds a lot of shiny watery area. Where the amount of water released by Escoda Evolution or Escoda Último Evolution was much smaller and it dried up. I think that similar effect we have with Escoda Prado, but all other brushes seem to release a lot of water at the beginning, and later, every time I was pressing it, it was releasing additional chunk of water. So overall, I'm very happy with the amount of water and how it behaved when working with the paint, especially that it was also holding a very fine tip. When it comes to finishing, here you have a view from a different camera. There's a little bit of a different finish around the round circles of the ferrule. It's not as matte, it's like worn off a bit, and this is after like the first day. So I don't know if this is a normal thing or it actually doesn't change anything from functional perspective, something I just observed. And here is something which drove me absolutely crazy with this brush. Because the bristles are so thick and so packed, you have to be really careful when putting that into the cover. It has to be completely wet, formed, and very gently you have to slide that in, because otherwise you elevate single bristles and it can get damaged. I cannot imagine having that kind of situation when I'm in the plein air, that I spent like a minute on just packing the brush inside, not to damage the bristles. I think that when it comes to that, this is a major red flag. So what are my overall thoughts about this brush? First of all, I really enjoy working with this brush, how it behaves, how it works with the paint, and generally the quality of the brush. You can feel that this is a brush which will take the beating. It is not a brush for a year. It is something which you can invest in. The only problem which I'm having is that I'm not sure if it's a good travel brush. And that is my main concern, that brush during plein air should be easy to fold, easy to close, and shouldn't be problematic when it comes to such a basic stuff. And here, just closing it when the bristles were still damp and I formed the bristles, well, it wasn't up to my satisfaction. So although at the beginning I was thinking about using it in plein air, well, it is, I'm still using it. It is in my studio, only I shouldn't buy the travel version. I should have bought the regular one. And what is your experience with travel brushes? Do you use this one, the Escoda Último, or you prefer other brands? What is your favorite travel brush? Or maybe you don't like travel brushes at all, and all this folding thing is not for you, and you travel with your regular ones. Let me know in the comments.